What's up, y'all? This is Dragon TV back with another video. Today, we're going to talk about what to do when you don't know what to do, right? So, first thing first, I would say is do something productive. Like, pretty much one thing that I did today that it was productive, right, is that I went to the park, I walked around, cooked breakfast, a healthy breakfast as well, washed my car, and did all this other stuff, right? And with me doing all this, right, it's showing self-love and self-care in some way or form. That's one thing that you can do to help yourself out that day. And just you trying to do something productive, then trying to do something destructive will pretty much be a great effect in your life, because if you do that a bunch of times, it compounds over time into habits that you can do without constantly thinking, you know? The second thing, read a improvement book. That's also one thing I try to do, is try to read a improvement book or something like that. Like, it's one book that I'm reading called The Atomic Habit. The Atomic Habit is about the compound effect, which is pretty much how small actions have such a big result in a few years or months, right? That could be something like trying to cut weight, trying to make enough money, trying to fix your stuttering, trying to build a business and do all this other stuff, right? And one thing that I pretty much enjoy about me having to read that book is that when you read, it has you to pretty much focus on the book to the point where you are trying to understand it, right? Well, the one thing I like about the book is that when you read the book, it feels like it's basically telling about your own self and your own flaws, right? Because he's talking about all the stuff that he's did and everything inside the book, and how that has compounded over time. And now he's at a point in status where he's in a spot where he don't even know who he is, but he knows that he's in the higher spot than he basically perceived, right? And third thing, do like daily habits, like trying to clean your room, brush your teeth, work out, meditation, pray, read the Bible, something like that, or whichever religion you are in, you can basically read the Bible or read a book or something like that. Create habits that are pretty much just very productive in some way or form, right? And if you're able to do that, you're able to get far than most people, because most people don't even got habits. Most of their habits are just destructive and based off of what people view of them. And also, just you doing these habits is going to separate you from being average too, because pretty much when you are on average, you don't pretty much have habits that are good. Most of your habits are based around what people enjoy you to do. You're not really even being yourself that you have to be. You're just trying to pretend that you are this person, but eventually you pretty much stare back at time and be like, where did all the time go, right? And that's one of the worst things, is that you don't want to waste time. Time is pretty much everything. Learning something new. If you're bored, you can always learn something new. If you got an iPad or phone, you can learn something. You can basically go watch a podcast or something like that. You can go learn any skill that is valuable, right? Spend some time trying to learn new things. And that's also one thing that you can do. Trying to learn new skills are also tough sometimes, but you have to be willing to give yourself time to actually improve in those things, right? And for me, this is my favorite, right? Because it helps me keep calm, and whenever I am anxious or I'm stressed out or something like that, I like to pray or meditate. Meditation is so good because I used to do this back then, right? Even more. Well, it was back then when I was at my fittest, right? And I'm still trying to get back to that person now, which I'm still gonna come back from that, of course. But just that when you meditate, you're able to stay inside a calmer state, and that allows you to think better, and it helps you not be so anxious about everything. And even if someone does something dumb, like let's say if someone let's say if you're trying to drive, right, and someone cuts you off, you won't be as mad or anything. You'll just be like, I mean, he cut me off, so what? But I'm gonna basically get home safely. That's what it is. Something like that, you know, and that can help out anyone. Like anyone that's under a bunch of stress, go meditate somewhere, because that's how you calm your mind and calm yourself. And it's something spiritual as well. So that's why I like it. Right. So pretty much the next thing is to write things down. Also brainstorm. If you can brainstorm any idea that you got, I say write that down on a sheet of paper or a journal or like a notebook. Write it down and pretty much write down some steps that you can take towards there. Like if you're saying to do drop shipping or something like that, right? You have to first make the ad, and then you have to create the website. You have to also be you have to also answer the customers too, and also you have to pretty much make sure you have enough for that. Make sure you have enough for the spending ads or the ads in general. Like you got to have enough money for the ads and everything. So once you're able to do that, then you know that's how you do drop shipping. So make sure you get steps, you know, because those steps matter. And it can be small steps. Remember, small steps make big changes, and that's really how it is. Because if you're able to make just a small change every day, or like small action, well, a small difference each day, it's going to compound, right? Because in a year, that's 34% better. That's according to the Atomic Habit, right? And then if you decrease by 1, it's dang near 50% worse, right? So if you don't do nothing and you go backwards, that's what's going to happen. But if you keep on improving every single day by 1%, your growth is like 34% or higher, according to what he said, right? And I think that that's one of the great books to read too, because the Atomic Habit is really something good, because it helps you better yourself, but it also tells you to not just read the book, but actually do the actions that actually can push you forward in life, right? And that's why I am pretty much still on the book right now, but I just bought it like on Thursday or something like that, and I'm already on page 10, and it's already good, and I haven't got to half of the book anyway. The next thing, write things down. Oh, the next thing, stay away from social media and scrolling. That's one thing that I try to do. Is even with social media and scrolling, it's a distraction. Anything that's a distraction, you have to cut that off for a while until you get that assignment done. And that can be you scrolling TikTok or anything, or you're pretty much watching YouTube videos, or you're talking to a friend or something like that, right? You gotta do what you gotta do, because guess what? You're on a mission to do better for yourself. And the only one that wants better for you and that can change yourself is you, right? So once you're able to do that, then yes, you will also be able to become better too. So cut off all distractions when you have to do said assignment. When you don't know what to do, sometimes your only job is to make today better, right? And if you're able to make today better and you compound that for months and years, sooner or later you're going to be a different person than you see yourself right now, right? Even if your company's not there, it's going to grow because you took action. You actually had faith in the things, even though that you didn't see much changes. Like, I don't even see much changes with my stuttering right now, but I have to keep going, because guess what? That's a commitment to myself. And with me having to read books and stuff too, it's kind of different, because I don't usually read like that, but I kind of enjoy it sometimes. But it's just like there be times where I feel like I don't feel like trying to focus on things, right? But then I think about, well, you said that you wanted this. You had to take this action to actually get to this goal. And then it's a consistent battle every day, right? To actually stay true to your current self. Well, stay true to your future self that you're going to be. And that's what I'm aiming for, right? I may not be perfect or anything, but I'm going to do something. And doing something is better than nothing. And then also, if you do something, do it the right way. Don't do it the wrong way, or don't half-ass it. Because if you half-ass do something, let me tell you something, you might as well not do nothing at all, because you're not doing nothing. Like, for example, if you're going to go lose weight, right? don't actually go to the gym, exercise hard, and then pretty much turn back and eat like a bunch of bullshit. Like a bunch of junk food like hamburgers, hot dogs, fries, all this other stuff. You have to actually stay committed. Now, there's a balance for that, right? If you want to go have junk or something like that, you can have that for one day, but make sure that every day that you hit your goal of your calorie deficit or something like that, right? Because for me, I like tracking my calories. And really, if you don't feel like tracking your calories, you can really just go and eat whole foods. And eating whole foods is still low calorie because everything in America is so processed and so bad for you. It's not funny. They make pretty much the bad foods so easy, but the good foods, they go so fast because they don't pretty much want people to be healthier. And it's kind of like it's a consumer society, but it's like they really just want the worst for you. So if you're able to rebel against society and try to be above average, it's going to take all this that I said today. So just to pretty much do anything that is productive, you can go read an improvement book, develop daily habits, learn something new, pray or do meditation, write down and also brainstorm ideas and make sure you write down the steps. Stay away from social media and all distractions. And remember, your only goal today is to pretty much be the best version of yourself for today, which means do all the actions that your future self wants you to do. And you already know what you want to do. Because I already said, if you brainstorm an idea and you got an idea of what you want to do, you can do it. But just make sure that you take the actions every day. Because not everything's going to be at a fast pace all the time. But yeah, this is Dragon Gym signing out. Thank y'all for watching the video. Talk to you later. And pretty much see you guys later.